Hey there and welcome back to my channel. In case you guys don't know who I am, I'm Shiprotin and I teach yoga. I'm basically a yoga teacher. So the reason why I'm doing this video is to tell you guys about something that happened to me recently and how basically yoga just, at the least made me a stronger person at a certain level. You know, when I mean certain levels, I mean there's the physical level, there is the mental level, the intellectual level. Well, what happened to me about 2 weeks back was I got hit by a car. I got hit by a car and I was thrown off the bike. It was a very bad accident. Quite a bit of damage to the bike. And what happened to me was basically, the worst part, because it's obviously swollen pretty badly. And I think it's broken because I had to push this. I had to push this back into place. So hopefully it's a dislocation, but I hope it's not broken. I broke my thumb. I broke the thumb pretty bad, and so what happened was that the thumb basically got dislocated and fractured. So it's a two-in-one sort of a thing. It's quite unfortunate. Unfortunate because I was moving into my new home, and basically I was getting well settled, in Bangalore where I'm at, in terms of, doing my yoga and teaching yoga. And it all came to one literal stop as I found myself on the ground with the bone jutting out. And so I was pretty startled to look at that bone jut out, so I just pushed it in, and I went to the hospital, and they confirmed that it's a pretty bad fracture and a dislocation that required surgery, which required 2 T-plates and a wiring, and it would take about 6 weeks to heal and about 2 months in total for me to get back to 100%. What am I going to do for 2 months without doing yoga or without teaching, more importantly? I mean, that's just the worst timing, for this to happen. So I decided to do something that I would not recommend anybody to do, and that is I decided to skip the surgery in order to continue teaching, because I wanted to heal the thumb on my own. A month back, in fact, I broke my little toe while playing football. So instead of kicking the ball, I kicked the wall because it was in an indoor place. I let it heal and I was back to teaching again. So it's about 2 weeks that I've passed, and initially I couldn't move the thumb at all. I literally could not use my hand at all. So it's the 2nd week over, and now it's the 3rd week, and I was teaching yoga without the use of my left hand. And you know what I thought? I thought, well, I can't do the vinyasas with my wrists open because obviously the pressure over here would crack the thing even more, right? And it's dislocated, so what do? I've got a bit of a background in martial arts and in boxing, so I was like, hey, you know what? Let me do the vinyasas with my fists. And so that's what I did. I went about, conducting my online sessions by performing the vinyasas with my fists. That's a good solution right there. Well, we've got a fractured, dislocated thumb, but that's not going to stop us. Right? It's not. Let's try Pincha Mayurasana. Let's see if that works. I don't recommend you do this at home, not with the broken thumb, which is dislocated, but just to demonstrate that where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, we're gonna try something more difficult. We're gonna try Mayurasana, right? It's done like this, but there's no way I can do it. It's like dislocated and broken. Said it 1,000 times, but we do it with the fists. I guess after I recover, I'm gonna become, or probably I'm gonna have the ability of a, I don't know, high-level boxer, because I'm doing push-ups this way, I'm doing vinyasas this way, and I'm doing Mayurasana this way as well. So let's give it a shot. I couldn't do it yesterday. Let's try today. Well, almost there, but yeah, the pressure is too much. You can feel the hands shivering. Day by day we recover. Today, I was glad to be able to do a full session, basically with my wrists open. Obviously there was a lot of pain, quite excruciating, but you know, no pain, no gain. I went through it, and as soon as I finished the session, it was a lot more free, you know. Why am I telling you guys this? The reason I'm telling you guys this is because sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes there are going to be situations in your life where you're going to have to be a bit courageous, a bit martial about your approach to the situation, and sometimes you just have no choice. And you have to look at these things as a growing a process that helps you grow physically and mentally, which is very important. And I'm talking about gaining mental strength, you know, because every time I sat down to do yoga, the pain over here, it's unbelievable. And I just went through it day by day. And as I went through it day by day, I noticed that I became a lot more calmer, you know. And for me, that's an important thing. When I went to the Himalayas, again, it was an excruciatingly painful experience. But you know what? I came out stronger. So when you're going through certain pains while practicing yoga, think of it as a good pain. Try and enjoy the pain. Try and accept it, because that's going to help you grow. Okay? So basically, your approach to yoga should be something based on optimism. Now, there are a lot of people who are doing yoga for various reasons. For example, some are trying to, you know, get in shape. Some are trying to achieve a certain peace of mind. Some people just want to explore this thing of yoga, and when they stumble upon this ecstatic, blissful state that they go into when they meditate, they don't want to leave it anymore. This is all good. This is all fine. But what I'm telling you is that whenever you do yoga, or as a matter of fact, when you're approaching any kind of physical discipline or mental discipline, see it as a process of growth and not as something that's going to hold you back or something that you're failing at. You always want to keep going forward, all right? And that's it for this short little bit of video. I just wanted to narrate this incident to you guys and tell you that when you practice yoga, you definitely get an increase in your willpower. Your mind just becomes a lot more calm and steady. And this is a quality that Kshatriyas or warriors possess, because a lot of the reforms in yoga happened because of these warrior yogis. Okay? Think about Buddha. He was a warrior prince. He was a prince, but he was from the warrior caste. Think about Krishna, the person who gave the sermon to Arjun, the warrior archer. I mean, both were from the warrior caste, and I can name so many more. So what I'm saying is, whenever you go into yoga, have this martial quality about your practice in order to beat the inertia, in order to motivate yourself. You can take a break on a few days, maybe a few weeks, but don't give up. Keep going forward. And with that, I end this video. Om Namah Shivaya.